The ultimate guide to adverbs. Nouns name the world, and verbs move it, but adverbs are what adds shading, precision, and texture to everything in between. They're the detail work that separates a flat sentence from a vivid one. This is your complete guide to adverbs and how to use them with real control. What is an adverb? An adverb modifies a verb, an adjective, another adverb, or sometimes an entire sentence. If you're not sure whether a word is doing that job, ask it a question. Does it answer how, when, where, how often, or to what extent? If it answers one of those five, you're almost certainly looking at an adverb. The flat sketch versus adding texture. Compare these two. She finished the exam, and she finished the exam nervously. The first is a flat sketch, technically complete, but generic. The second adds real shading. One word, nervously, turns a bare fact into a moment you can actually picture. That's the entire power of an adverb in a single example. The 6 types of adverbs. Adverbs sort into 6 categories. Manner answers how. She spoke softly. Time answers when. We'll leave tomorrow. Place answers where. Put the boxes here. Frequency answers how often. He rarely skips breakfast. Degree answers to what extent. Extremely spicy. And sentence adverbs frame the whole sentence. Honestly, the movie was bad. Manner versus place. How versus where. Manner adverbs describe how an action happens, and often, though not always, end in ly, like he answered the interview questions confidently. Place adverbs tell you exactly where an action happens, like the kids are playing outside despite the cold. Neither sentence technically needs the adverb to function, but both desperately need it for context. Adverbs of time, pinning down the action. Time adverbs anchor an action along a timeline. Past words like yesterday, earlier, and recently. Present words like now and today. Future words like tomorrow, soon, and later. The package arrived yesterday, much earlier than expected. That one word tells you exactly where this event sits on the clock. Adverbs of frequency, the activity slider. Frequency adverbs slide along a scale from 0 to 100%. Never, rarely, sometimes, often, always. Here's the placement rule of thumb. Put these right before the main verb, but after the verb be. My grandmother always calls on Sundays. Always sits right before the action it's describing.
Adverbs of degree, adjusting the intensity. Degree adverbs dial the intensity of an adjective, another adverb, or a verb up or down. The soup was extremely spicy. The presentation was fairly convincing. The coffee was slightly hot. Each one narrows down the exact level of the experience, the difference between mild interest and total conviction. The connector, conjunctive adverbs. Some adverbs connect entire independent ideas, showing contrast, cause, or sequence with words like however, therefore, and consequently. The flight was delayed. Nevertheless, we made our connection. Others frame the sentence, revealing the speaker's attitude. Frankly, I don't think the plan will work. One caution. Conjunctive adverbs need a semicolon before them, or you'll create a run-on. The core mechanic, modifying verbs. This is the job adverbs do most often, modifying verbs. She whispered nervously before her turn. Nervously tells you exactly how the whispering happened, not just that an action occurred, but the texture of it. If you remember nothing else about adverbs, remember this core mechanic first. The secondary job, modifying adjectives. Adverbs also intensify or soften adjectives. The lecture hall was surprisingly crowded for a Friday. Here, surprisingly doesn't touch the verb at all. It attaches directly to crowded, adding a layer of unexpectedness. That single adverb sharpens the description far more than crowded could manage alone. The adverb stack. Sometimes adverbs stack on top of each other. He finished the marathon incredibly quickly, beating his record. Quickly is doing the primary job, modifying the verb finished, but incredibly is modifying quickly itself, adjusting its intensity. 2 adverbs, 2 different targets, working in the same short phrase. Placement shifts meaning. Where you place an adverb genuinely changes what a sentence means. Only she finished the assignment on time means nobody else did. She only finished the assignment on time means finishing was the only thing she did. She finished only the assignment on time means the assignment was the only thing she finished. Moving an adverb is like moving a spotlight. The detective's checklist, how to spot an adverb. 3 tests settle it. The question test, does the word answer how, when, where, or why? The target check, is it attached to a verb, adjective, or adverb, not a noun? The movability test, can it shift position without breaking the sentence? Suddenly, the lights went out, and the lights went out suddenly both work fine. That flexibility is a strong adverb signal.
Caution, the adverb trap. Two traps hide in adverb spelling. Plenty of genuine adverbs don't end in ly at all. Fast, well, hard, late, soon. And some ly words are actually adjectives in disguise, like friendly, lovely, and lonely. A friendly person modifies a noun, not a verb. Context always beats spelling. Check what the word is actually modifying. Common mistakes: good versus well. Nouns get good. It describes a thing, as in he took a good exam. Actions get well. It describes how an action was performed, as in he sings well. So he did good on his final exam is incorrect. It should be he did well on his final exam. One exception: when talking about health, well can act as an adjective, as in I feel well. Common mistakes: double trouble. Two doubling errors to avoid. The double negative, I can't hardly hear you, is wrong, because hardly already carries a negative meaning. Pairing it with can't flips the sentence backward. The double comparative, this recipe is more easier, is wrong, because easier is already comparative. Adding more is redundant. And note, flat adverbs like drive slow are fine casually, but formal writing wants the full ly form. The showdown: adverb versus adjective. When you're stuck choosing between an adverb and an adjective, it all comes down to the target word. If it modifies a noun, you need an adjective. She gave a quick answer. If it modifies an action, you need an adverb. She answered quickly. Simple rule: describes a thing, it's an adjective. Describes an action, it's an adverb. The object test: adverb versus preposition. Small words like up can be either an adverb or a preposition, and the object test tells you which. If the word connects to a noun right after it, it's a preposition. If it stands alone, it's an adverb. He looked up the address. No object follows up, so it's part of a phrasal verb. He looked up at the tall building. Now up leads into an object, so it's prepositional. The Adverb Master Cheat Sheet. Let's lock it all in. Adverbs target verbs, adjectives, and other adverbs, answering how, when, where, how often, and to what extent. 3 golden rules to remember. Placement shifts meaning, so move an adverb carefully. Beware the ly trap, because context always beats spelling, and nouns get good while actions get well. That's the complete guide to adverbs.
If you found this helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe for more.